All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're counting down the world's nuclear arsenals. It's a topic that, well, it shapes our entire world, so let's not waste any time.
So, did you know there are only 9 countries in the world that have nuclear weapons? Just 9. But here's the crazy part. The size of their stockpiles is all over the map. So, how big are we talking, really? And who's at the top of the list? Let's get into it.
Okay, so we're going to start our countdown at the very bottom and work our way up. This first bunch of countries will kind of set the stage, It'll give us a baseline for what we're dealing with.
And kicking things off in 9th place, we have North Korea. They're actually the newest member of this exclusive and kind of terrifying club.
So, what's their number? An estimated 50 warheads. Now keep that number 50 in your head. It's our starting point, and trust me, things are going to escalate from here.
All right, moving up to 8th place. This one's interesting. It's Israel. Now, Israel has this long-standing policy where they just don't talk about it. They won't confirm they have them. They won't deny it. It's what's called nuclear ambiguity.
But the estimates put them at around 90 warheads. See? We've already jumped from 50 to 90. That's almost double, and we're still at the bottom of the list.
Okay, this next part is pretty fascinating because we've got 2 countries that are not only neighbors, but also rivals. And their arsenals, they are incredibly close. Let's look at them together.
So, in 7th place, you have Pakistan with about 170 warheads. And right on their heels, in 6th place, is India with 180, a difference of just 10. You can really see how that reflects the tense strategic balance they have going on there.
All right, we're moving into a new category now. These are the major powers, the more established nuclear states. And as you're about to see, the numbers are really going to start to jump.
So coming in at number 5, we've got the United Kingdom with 225 warheads. And then, just ahead of them in 4th place is France with 290. These are both pretty significant arsenals, built up over many, many years.
Okay, so far the steps up the ladder have been, well, kind of manageable, right? A few dozen here, 100 there. Well, get ready, because that's all about to change. The leap from 4th place to 3rd it's huge.
And grabbing that 3rd place spot is China. This is a country that's been making headlines for rapidly, and I mean rapidly, expanding its nuclear forces.
And here is that massive leap I was talking about. China's estimated to have 600 warheads. 600. That is more than double France's arsenal in 4th place. It's just a completely different scale. And you can bet that this rapid growth is something global strategists are watching very, very closely.
Okay, we've reached the top 2. And I need you to understand, these next 2 countries, they aren't just in a different league, they're playing a completely different sport. The numbers we've seen so far, they're about to look tiny. Absolutely tiny. Think about it. We just jumped from around 300 to 600. That felt like a big jump, right? So, how much bigger can the top 2 really be? Any guesses?
Coming in at 2nd place is the United States, a nuclear power right from the very beginning of the atomic age.
And their number? 3,700. Just let that sink in for a second. 3,700. That's not a jump, that's a whole new dimension. It's a direct legacy of the Cold War arms race, and it is more than 6 times bigger than China's entire arsenal.
Wow. Okay, so we started this countdown at just 50 warheads. We've climbed all the way into the thousands. There's only one spot left. Number 1. The single largest nuclear arsenal on the entire planet. And taking the number 1 spot, with more nuclear weapons than anyone else, is Russia.
Their grand total? 4,299. That's it. That's the top. And when you put Russia and the United States together, well, these 2 old Cold War rivals still control almost 90%, 90, of all the nuclear weapons in the world.
I mean, when you see it all laid out like this in a table, it's just staggering. Look at the chasm between the top 2 and everyone else. It's not even a competition. From North Korea's 50 all the way up to Russia's 4,000 plus, this really shows you the incredible imbalance of power we're talking about.
Which leaves us with one last really big question, right? When you have this kind of power, and it's spread out so unevenly across the globe, what does that actually mean for geopolitics, for global security, for all of us?